Assalamu alaikum. So this is the session number 2, which we just agreed to start in our BIM modeling workshop. In this session, we will continue whatever we start explaining at the previous session related to the BIM modeling. In this session, we will start talking about using the architectural BIM template, the company standard BIM template, creating the levels and grades model, which we already talked about in the previous presentation, and saving the model, this levels and grid, as a central model. And now we will know why we have to save it as a central model to start linking into our multiple projects at the same time without any information. This is also our explain. So this is the component of this session. We will start working on this. So let's jump into our report. As we agreed, if we just new architecture template, now we already explained the previous time how to place it into the standard application. This is our template. We will select it and click open, or the other from here directly. If I just click architecture template, it will automatically access me to the template location. Actually, our company is or our standard template is the normal architecture template, but now this is with advanced setup related to line thickness, line styles, wall types, and so on. We will start explaining this together. We have the sizes of the text, the sizes of the annotation tags, and so on. All of this is loaded automatically. Type of the walls within the names and everything. If we select some type of that wall, for example, by standard name will be there. If we just want to create new type, also we will explain how to do it. And the information, all the data of the walls, like the paint, plaster, block, and all of this is into our model. So this is actually the template. The template also is being divided into some parts, like the standard parts which we are using into our project. This is the text style within its sizes and everything. We can just duplicate some part and edit it, but this is will be with the coordination of the supervisor, the BIM in charge, in order to not duplicate or create too much text. And also, if you just duplicate and create new type, you have to give the proper naming, not duplicate like this and take number 2. No, like this is not correct. I have to give the actual size which I need to make it as a text size, or the color, and so on. I have already general notes which is being placed into our sheets. It's already loaded into that one, related to A1 and A2 size. Green building notes which we always created and placed it. Details of the signboard which is already automatically has been saved for that one. Another part is talking about the floor plans which we are doing, and always this floor plan is being controlled by the view template, okay, which is from here. We have just to selected modeling or working, and this is already as a visualizing or visibility and graphic tool which can control the visibility and the graphics for the view, floor plan, section, elevation, and so on, and the way of the presentation in the printing, PDF, DWF, and so on. And we will explain later on how to control all of these issues also if you want to create some changes. The other part is related to elevation, sections, legends. For example, we have here includement of our wall types. We have type of the walls, internal, external walls, something like that. We have basic walls which is related to the interior walls. I have some stacked walls which is including tile or ceramic tile, and this is we will explain practically how to control this one and start working with this into the various types of the project, and how to create it also. This is very important for us. Schedules and quantities. Here we can add some template of schedule and quantification which can be used later on, and the example of the sheets which we are using into our project, starting from all the sizes which we are using: A4, A3, A2, A1, and so on. and this is how to the classification also for our views. So first of all, we just to start creating our let's as we agreed, this is the first model. We will start make it as a levels and grid model. So let's go. If we want to create or start making levels, first of all we have to go to some vertical view like elevation. So we have to jump into the elevation, at any elevation at the south. Now we are not renaming the proper elevation. Now we have by default here some levels. Okay, I just want to go to like the 3D like that. I have this default using tools which I was just using to create our template. I will select all of this and just delete it from here because خلاص no more, I don't want this. I will start a new project. So I go to here the south. Now my levels are there. Okay, and the levels here by default I did not give any name or something. And by the way, I have the level here. For example, this is, we can use it for the gate level as IIL for the interlock inverted level, and this is here. If I just selected, I have here the option for FFL SSL. If I selected SSL, for example, it will automatically change the type of the level is here into SSL. FFL also for the finished floor level, it will become there. So just select it and keep it IIL. Now we will use this as a gate level, ground floor, first floor, something. So how we will start placing our grids and levels, I will just delete this also too. Okay, and I will keep this one because this is the default level. Now we will go back into our CAD file. We have already here the heights for our villa project, so we will start making based on this one. We have ground floor. This is the difference is 45, so we can consider the 0 level. This is as a gate level. We have ground floor as 4.45. After this 4.2 we have the first floor. After this 3.9 we have already the roof floor, and the top roof after 3.05. this is actually top of slab, it means SSL, and this is also roof, so it will be SSL because these two surfaces are structural slab. And after this we have already combo roof system, and this is will be first floor is FFL finish floor, and also the ground floor will be FFL, and this is as a gate level. So as we agreed, we will go back for here. First of all, we will start renaming. If you just selected like that, we have too much options of the renaming. Just selected, and if I see this is rectangular there, just one click, it will make this editable. I will just give rename before like this 00. I will tell him this is gate level view. So he will ask you, would you like to rename corresponding views? So this is will be the same view name in all the views. I will tell him yes. If I just create it like this, I will just go here for the floor plan. It's already renamed here. Okay, this is number 1. I will just go back, Control Z or undo, level 1 as it is. How another way of renaming, I just select the view to become blue like that. I have here the option from here, the identity data level 1. Just click here, and also the same, just type gate level for example, and after this one he will ask you the same question. It will be automatically renamed. So I have the option, I can rename it from here, I can rename it from the properties data. Okay, now I want to create another floor plan with the, for the ground, for the first and roof and so on. If I have various floor plans or so on, I have also multiple options. With one way, I can select that one and just use the copy tool. But if I just created copy tool with any size now, no problem. After this, I will click here. I'll find two difference. This is blue and this is a black. What is the meaning of black? Black, it means it's still not corresponding any floor plan or any ceiling plan. Just this one which is there. If I check here the floor plans, only he read the gate level, but until now he did not read that one. How to make this active later on? I can go to here for view, plan views, where it is, yes, that one, and I'll tell him create for me floor plan. If I tell him create for me floor plan, he will read only, he will find this level 4 which is not correspondence for anyone. If I tell him okay, Okay, that came now in the floor plan. I will just go to now to the gate level, for example. Okay, sorry, for the elevation, south elevation, as we agreed, it's became both blue, so now it's working floor plan. This is the first way how to create, by using copy, and after we copy, just we use view, plan views, and floor plan. This is the first way. I will select that one, I will just delete it, I'll tell him okay. Now I want to create it as new floor or new level from the tools itself. Okay, how to do something like this one? I will go to the architectural. I have here datum tool for the levels and the grids. I will tell him I want to create level, and the shortcut is LL, new level. I will just select it like that. He will tell you using line or using this one pick line. I will tell him make it using line. Okay, and it's very important, make it as a plan view to make it correspondence. I will just come here, one click, and start dragging up to here, for example. Okay, he will start created one view, second one, third one, fourth, and so on, whatever how many floor plans we can make it. The difference between this way and the other one is automatically make it as a floor. Now all of them are becoming blue from the first time. No need to go to for that step of view, plan views, and create floor plan. No, it's automatically has been created here. How I can check this one? He already got it here. Okay, that's cool. I will check that gate level. Okay, I think we will start using now also the view template. We will just apply it to make them under the same classification. So I will just go here for the south elevation. So all of these I can drag it like this, and from here the identity data, or I can select first of all this one, gate level. Sorry, I have to go to the floor plan, sorry. So I can select this, all the floor plans which has been created, floor plan, not reflected ceiling plan, and this is very important. And from here the department, I can just make it the classification under the floor plan, or easily just use the view template from here, ADC arch plan modeling. It automatically will keep you under one department. If you tell him okay, all came here organized under one space like that. Okay, so let's jump again into the south floor plan. So now we have the gate level. Now we have to start renaming and give the values for this one. The values also, this is for now gate level. We will just select here and make it ground floor, for example. I will keep it 00 ground floor. If I tell him okay, he will ask you, would you like to rename in the corresponding views? I will tell him yes. So now it's became ground floor. Okay, into the ground floor. Sorry, it's here, leave it as a structure plane. I think that one, no, arch plane modeling, sorry, to become under this classification. I think we take this by mistake as a structure plane, so we will just this is the ground floor, sorry, and we have the gate level. I will just go to the south elevation again. So I have here the ground. This is here the architectural plane, also level number 6. I will tell him this is just click it from here, or in this time we will select it and rename it from here. Instead of level 6, we'll name 01 first floor. Click OK. He will just rename it number 2. I will tell him this is not second. I have here roof floor, and click enter. He will ask you, I will tell him yes for the correspondence. From here, this is our rename it from here, and the second option 03 roof floor. Click OK. Okay. Oh, in this case I need another view for the top roof. How I can create it? I select one of these and let's copy as we agreed. If we copy, this is will not become corresponding. We will have to edit it later on, so we will just click here 04 top roof. how to create it now as a floor plan. As we agreed, we will go to view, plan views, and floor plan. You will see the top roof just selected, it will be there. This is the top roof. I want to keep it here under the same classification of the floor plan. It means I have to apply the view template from the identity data from here. Just select it and give it plan here. It will become all under this one. I'm just giving you the various options of the tools and how to reach for each part like this one. So now actually we just created the floor plans of the project as we agreed. Suppose my building is little outside, how to start controlling? If I select one of them, it will be automatically joined together. Just select it and start dragging, all of them will become here. Same purposes here, same issue. Okay, suppose now I want to drag this view is little part for inside or outside separate of all of these. I can see this look one. If I just unlock it like this and start sorry, I have to make it 2D first of all. Okay, I just switch into 2D extent like this. If I just select that one and start dragging, it will become separately. This is part also in the grids. Again, I will just make it this part. Okay, if I select any grid, all of them are already joined together into 3D part or something like that. I will take it from the other side from here. I will just drag inside, all of the lines will become inside. Suppose I need for any purpose, this is also applicable in the grid, this line to become for outside or inside, it's separately. Instead of this 3D, just come above this 3D word and one click like that, it will become 2D. If you check now, it will become now isolated point. Just select that one and start dragging for outside. For inside, it will be separate and the others will be still 3D like that. Just bring this one into the same line up to here. Okay, and just select it again and click the as a 3D, it will be joined together. So this is the way how to start controlling the levels and grid. Until now the dimension is not correct, we have now to start placing the dimensions. We have the options now. First of all, I have this in the 0 as we agree, ground floor in 45. So just easily come here into this square rectangle also, and one click he will just to change this elevation value. Just tell him 0.45 and click enter, it will become automatically in the same location. Okay, again, so this is one way. The other way, just select the level and I can come here also from the identity data, some part it name elevation. Instead of this 2.3, just click and tell him 0.45, enter. It will go to the same level which you are looking for. Okay, so this is two ways of making the value of the level, how it will come. Okay, by the way, I have here a problem. This is and this is became all this above together and too much confusing. Select one of them easily, just select that gate level. I have here breakpoint. Okay, that you see that breakpoint, if you just click it, it will send that one a little down like this. I can pick that point and can drag it something like that. I can select it again from that point. I can drag more down. I can take it outside, inside, above, whatever. So this is the way how to control the overlapping of the levels if it's coming clear. Okay, the other parts now, as we agreed, we will use another way. Instead of writing this text here or here, we will use the dimension tool. How we will use this one? Just go to dimension and the shortcut is the I. Okay, so from here dimension, and I will tell him pick the dimension from that floor to that floor. Okay, that one is here now is 4.85. okay, let's jump back to the CAD file and see how this one. Okay, this is 4.2, so we will just easily to edit this one. How we will edit? Now this is خلاص is fixed. This is which is movable, so easily select the movable. If I select it, this number became smaller again. If I'm outside, this is the خلاص, this is the constant in there. I will select that one. This is became smaller, it means temporary dimension. Just here click, it will be editable. I will write 4.2 and click OK or enter. Now the level has been changed into the 4.65. It's automatically, and this is the distance between the two floors. Same way we can use it here, di or dimension between that and that. Okay, and click OK. I will put now all the dimension one time as a continuous dimension and click outside like that. So start now. This is خلاص is fixed. The other one which I want to create it, I will just double check how much is the size. 3.9, after this 3.05. okay, so now here we will go to back from the first onto the roof 3.9. so I will select the movable, it will become the temporary dimension, just select it and type 3.9. it will edit the space, and from here also 3.05 as we agreed. So select that one and the temporary 3.05, and now we still have the top roof. I think this is for the top. Okay, 4.2, 3.9 and 3.05. okay, so okay, roof floor, I think I have this is duplicated. Okay, so I think that one is required to be removed. If I want to delete someone, just select it easily and click delete. I will ask you roof will be deleted, tell him yes. So this is actually the roof and this is the top roof, so we agreed. We'll select that one, instead of that value we'll enter 3.05. okay, so this is actually the top roof. Now we just created the levels of the project, which we will use it later on to create our ground floor and first floor, and we will use it later on as a tracing or a reference for the other models, architecture, structure and MEP. We'll use only that file. This is very important, and that's why we have to save it as a central file. So now we have just created the levels. okay, one more thing related to the levels, creating the type or the classification as we agreed. This is ILL. If we select that one, FFL as it is, this is also by default is coming FFL. Now roof, and this one is coming supposed to be SSL, not finish. Just select that one. From here, just drag down or click down, tell him I wanted SSL. That's only it. Already the ID has been changed, the same is here. okay, SSL. okay, Control Z, just to come back, make it FFL. I have multiple views, I want to create the same. Just drag like this until select both in the same time, tell him I wanted SSL. That already has been done. okay, this is the first thing. For the naming, okay, we will jump back onto only our presentation just to take copy of the naming. I will just take a copy now. I will tell you later once we explain how to start working with the naming convention. Now we have to save this one for the first time. This is very important. So how we will make it? We will use file. okay, save as. For the first time, this is save as project. okay, before we save, we will just go to the options here. Maximum backup here is, if by default you will find it 20, but now our template we keep it only for one backup file to reduce the number of this. We will go to the server, whatever we have. okay, for our company server, and we will start saving into the project folder itself, the project folder which is BIM. okay, and here I have architecture structure, but now where we have it, we agreed that this model always will be like a link model. So we will go to the folder of the links, and we have RVT links, Revit links. okay, we will just place it here, but we have to give proper name. This is very important. How we will use this one? Instead of this, I will type the proper name, SK123 or whatever we have. I think this project 1214. okay, ADC. We will keep this XX. We will keep it later on. We'll explain how we will use it. And here the architectural, the classification. Instead of ghost model, we have here levels and grids models. Levels and grids. okay, so this is actually the proper name of the model, which we'll be explaining later on. Just click save. Now we are saving as normal model. Okay, later on we have to save it also as a central model, and we will explain it why we have to keep it as a central model, not as a normal model, to ease the way of linking into the project. By one easy step how to create it as a central model, just now it's a standalone file. Okay, but this standalone file, I will do one thing just to explain for you the concept why I will save it as a central file. This is now as a standalone file. If I now I'm just creating a new project. Now, as we agreed, architecture template, like now we will start making the walls and everything and so on. I will not start making all of these grids again. I have to copy this grids into my project. Okay, so now I have to link this model which I just created, the levels and grid. I go to here, insert, okay, link Revit. Okay, I will tell him I need this levels and grids. If I select it and tell him open, okay, to link it into my project, what it will happen, he will tell me the link cannot be reloaded because it's loaded into another open document, because the file is open or some other body is using the same link. Okay, so I cannot link it. But if I create it as a central model, later on central model, it will create like local copies, everyone can use it in his own PC, and the original will be kept on the server, so it will allow the sharing in the same time. This is the concept of the BIM collaboration. So that is very important, that to save it also later on as a central file. How we can save this file as a central file? We already saved as a standalone. Just go to here, collaborate with the easy step. Okay, and just from here, collaborate again, just click collaborate. It will ask you collaborate with your network or cloud. Now we are using into our own network for the company server. Just tell him okay. It will take some moment now. We're just making the file as the central file, and instead of save later on we have to use synchronize. Synchronize, this is the most important later on. Okay, so now I will just click save again. He will tell you now this is the first time that the project has been saved since work sharing is enabled. What is the meaning of work sharing? I make it now as a central and I can share it to other people. So this is the first time for saving in this case. So the project will become central model. Do you want to save this project as a central model? I tell him yes, save it for me as a central model. Now if we find now the difference, the save icon now became inactive, and now we find another active icon, it's became synchronize and modify setting. This is instead. What is the benefit of this one? I will make the data on my own computer. I just click save and I will tell him okay. He will send a copy of all of these updates into the central model, which enable my colleague in the structure department or in the MEP department to check the changes one time. This is the way how to create it as a central. I will just close it here now. So now only this is the new project which I just created. So now let's check the difference. Now if I want to insert link Revit, I will link now. See, by the way, once you create it as a central model, you will find another folder became, it's named the backup or the information for this one. Okay, so this is always, you will know that this file is a central file from that folder. Okay, so I will tell him again, insert link Revit. Now we will select this one, which is we created as a central model. We will tell him keep it origin to origin for the coordinates, which we will explain later, and we will tell him okay, open. Yes, it has been loaded into our project now. Okay, later on we will explain how we will start using this link to copy monitor the levels into our project. This is the explaining or the end of the session of today, just for using the architecture template, creating the level and grids model, which we just explained in our starting sessions, and the save model as a central file, this model of the levels and grid, to be usable for all the other departments. And see you soon inshallah for the next sessions. Thank you.